Hi friends, we are going to be reading How Do Your Eyes Work by Linda R. Williams. Light travels in a straight line. The light bounces, or reflects, off the objects and enters the eye through the pupil. The iris, which is the colored part of your eye, changes the size of the pupil to allow more or less light in depending on the amount of light coming toward the eye. The iris functions in this way to protect the eye from receiving too much light that might damage it. The iris also allows the eye to take in more light by making the pupil larger when it is dark. The pupil appears very small in bright light and bigger in dull light. Once the light enters through the pupil, it passes through the lens. The lens helps the cornea to focus light onto the retina. The lens will get thinner or thicker to make sure that the image on the retina is as clear as possible. The lens focuses the light toward the retina, which is at the back of the eyeball. The process of refraction through a convex, curving out lens causes the image to be flipped. So, when the image hits your retina, it's upside down. The retina has light-sensitive cells called rods and cones. Rods help us to see in black and white. The cones help us to see in color. Diagram of an eye. Retina. Optic nerve. Lens, cornea, iris, pupil. The upside-down image is sent to the optic nerve as an electrical message that the brain can understand. The optic nerve will take that information to the visual processing part of the brain. The brain turns the image back around so that we see it right side up. This all happens so quickly that we never see the image as upside down. Parts of the eye. Cornea. This is a layer that covers the front of your eye. It is transparent. It focuses the light that is coming in through it, and along with the lens, it makes sure that the image sent to the back of the eye is in focus. The sclera. This is the white of the eye. Iris. The iris is the colored part of the eye. It can come in many colors: brown, green, blue, or hazel. The iris controls the amount of light that enters the eye. The lens. The lens helps the cornea to focus light onto the retina. The lens can make itself thinner or thicker in order to sharpen the focus of the image. Pupil. This is the hole in the middle of the iris. It lets light into your eye. It gets very small in bright light and bigger when it is dark. Optic nerve. This is the pathway that electrical images travel from the retina to the brain. Retina. This is the area at the back of the eyeball that turns the image into an electrical message that can be sent to the brain through the optic nerve. The retina has two kinds of cells, rods and cones. Rods help us see in black and white, and cones help us to see in color. More about sight. Seeing colors. The cones within the eye transmit messages to the brain, which the brain interprets as color. Sir Isaac Newton suggested that color is not inherent in the objects that we see. Rather, the surface of an object reflects some colors and absorbs all others. We perceive only the colors that are reflected. Why do some people need glasses? Many people have eyes that do not focus the image quite correctly. A nearsighted person can see things that are close up, but may not see things as clear that are farther away. A far-sighted person sees things more clearly that are far away, and sees the things that are close up less clearly. Corrective lenses or glasses can be worn to help a person see more clearly. If a person needs glasses to see better, it's because the light isn't hitting in quite the right spot on the retina. Eyeglasses have lenses that actually bend the light, refract, so that it hits just the right spot on the retina of the eye and the image is more clear. Interesting eye facts. An eye is composed of more than 2 million working parts. The most common eye color for humans is brown. The average blink takes 1/3 of a second. Most active muscles in your body are in your eyes. Where the optic nerve attaches to the retina, there is a small blind spot that has no rods or cones.